What's up guys, this is 2K15 Gaming back again with another SAO video, and in today's video it's gonna be a gameplay video. So I'll be grinding out the Crimson Sword and the Silver Witch event, which is for, which gives you the Sanya passive. So basically I'm grinding for that event, and I need some of the event currencies to get all the duplicates of the Sanya passive in order for me to limit break her to the max. Okay, so I'll be doing that today, and as we're doing the event, I'll be talking about I'll be sharing my thoughts on this guild ranking event as to what I think about it, how it went well for my guild, and what do I think could have been, it's better off. Like, I'll be discussing things like this. I will probably speak about the rankings and all that. So yeah, but before we get on with it, let's quickly do my daily role. So yes, let's do this. Other day I got a 4-star Xenon skill, the Halloween Xenon. But right now, knowing my luck, especially when I'm recording it, I'm gonna get nothing, okay? I'm expecting nothing. It's probably gonna be like a 2-star passive. Most of the time it tends to be a 2-star passive, but let's see what we get. Okay, it's a shield. I've been getting a lot of shield lately, so it's gonna be a 2-star. Oh, it's a 3-star. Okay, so I did go a 3-star yesterday and 3-star today. Fair enough, okay. Ecstatic Arco. Okay, we have Argo, alrighty. And we have some few banners right here. I got 2960 Arcana gems, but I'm not going to spend on any of these banners because Aim High Yuki, I mean not Aim High Yuki, my bad. Yuki's birthday banner is coming up soon. Like, Yuki's birthday, it's this month, and I'm really hoping to spend all my gems. So I might wail a little bit. I might make a video on me doing the summons. So yeah. So that's gonna be all the fun stuff. Alright, so let's get on with the grind straight away. Limited time event. So we're gonna do level 70. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. So I'm just going to spam 70 a few times to get the event currency. I don't know how many I get for that. I think I forgot about it. Okay, I'm level 90 player. So. Okay, they're all away. Oof, bam. I only have I'm using like 2 AoE skills right here. Okay. I'm gonna have to use these skills right now. The boss has appeared. Alright, so speak to Holy and Dark Element, that's a good thing. Anyways, so I wanted to talk about the guild ranking event, right? So I just wanted to share my thoughts while we were grinding, but before we get into that, I just want to quickly check how many of the event currencies I get per round at level 70. Let's see. Damn. It's not dead yet. We're still halfway there. Okay, I might as well start talking about it now. So basically, what I think about the guild ranking event was, in my opinion, the event was good. It was something, worth the grind for. Like, I know most of the time there isn't much of an endgame content for the endgamers, and for those who've been, grinding the same thing over and over every single day. So I think it was like a nice setup change. We get once in a while. I know that around the February until April we got a lot of events, especially because of the anniversary. We got new floor and all. Okay, so we get 44 jewels. Alright, so 44. Alright. So I was saying that because I think the event was really good. I like the event. I know the rewards were okay. Like I said, the rewards are not good, but they're not bad either. The reason why is because you're still getting Arcana gems, you're getting the release crystals, and top 100 players get the, Medusa's hair for the avatars and all. So yeah, that's why I said the win is good. I mean, I know that a lot of people who grinded to top 100, honestly, like who put a lot of time and effort into it, I can feel that frustration if they didn't make the top 100. Like, in fact, my guild barely made it to top 100. I'm really surprised my guild made it to top 100. Like, we were really, really struggling, but we made it at rank 84. So I'm glad that my guild made it. I would be really surprised if we would have bounced back to 100, even if we lost the top 100 spot. But it was, thanks to our members grinding constantly, we made it to top 100, and we were able to maintain our spot throughout the week. Especially, like, and those of the guilds that have modded their way to the top rankings, I know that there is now emails that have been sent to Bandai about this. In that email, it consists of a PDF. Ouch! I got a PM. I should put do not disturb mode while I'm recording, but I keep forgetting to put myself on do not disturb. Okay, I'm gonna have to censor that bit when I get to it. Anyways, I was saying that I'll see if I can censor it. But I was saying that the guilds that have modded their way to the top rankings, they're gonna get banned definitely. Especially the ones that do not make even sense to begin with. For example, Swiftblade. If you guys have been monitoring Swiftblade, they had 2 members and they were rank 1. But they still ended up in rank 10 with 2 members. And then they added like 28 people to cover up the fact that they were. Now, why am I getting all the stuff of all time? That's just ridiculous. That's not a good timing, dude. Stop bothering me. Okay, so I'm saying that as far as I know, the guild rankings and all that has been a good event, but it's not a fun event. It's not enjoyable, when someone mods and they get it to the top, with unfair play. Like, it's that bad. Like, everyone knows how bad it is. It's that bad to the point where people will be like, oh, I'd rather lose to a whaler than to a modder. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is the kind of thing that people are upset about. And as I was talking about the email, in that email we sent Bandai, exactly what Gil modded. We have a YouTube video with it. I'll post a link of that video in the description, so if you guys want to see about it. In that video, basically, was a guy who acted as a spy on one of the mod guilds. That guild's name was Red Wims, I believe. I'm gonna have to recheck the video. And then there was an attachment with a PDF where it basically said what guilds were modding, where everyone has monitored it. They've been observing all the top players, all the people in frontline, and the people in few SAO Discord servers. They've been monitoring these modding guilds very closely. This guild ranking event, and they did this because there were still some of the modding guilds that got away with it last time too. For example, Alternative, they got away with it, and right now they're at rank 1. A lot of people are saying that Alternative. Go away. PayPal is bothering me. I need to really do something about this notification. But anyways, I was saying that I heard that Alternative got away last event, and they modded like hell. And from the guild description, I could tell that they are in Thailand, so they have the same time zone. But then again, it wouldn't really make sense for them to be at a 20 million score. That's just way too high. I think they were just grinding. Either they were like, I don't know. I'm not defending them or anything. I'm just saying that Alternative looked like the guild that has the same time zones. And you guys know how time zone is a very big issue, especially in guild ranking events, for every single guild that are grinding. All right, like for example, my guild had a big issue with the time zone. The reason why I'm saying this is because my guild biggest issue was the time zone. It wasn't the modders, it was time zones for us, because whenever we grinded, there were a lot of people that are, busy. Either they're busy or either they're asleep because they have work next day. Because of that, they weren't able to, not a lot of members were able to participate on our guild raid. Like anyone, people did what they could, and most of the time it was me and few of the people that had, some of the that had, either break from school or work who were able to grind this event out. Of course, I had work as well, but my work has a few days intervals in between it, so my contract of my working days is different. But we're not here to talk about my contract. Regardless of that, we still pulled through in the end, So that's a good thing. Time zone is a definitely big issue, and if you have like a guild where everyone is in the same country, everyone has the same literal time zones, then yes, it would make sense that the guild is putting a lot of time and effort into it, and it would also make sense that they might make it to the top rankings. However, that is what I would say with the alternative if they weren't modding. It's been confirmed that they modded last event and they got away with it. This event, it's been confirmed. They said on the red markings that they were modded guilds, so there is no doubt that they're modding. I'm pretty sure they might be modding in my opinion. I don't know, but even with the same time zones, it wouldn't really make sense to have that amount of event points to be at that top rank. It was just ridiculous. So I think that they were definitely modding, in my opinion at least. If they did a last event, then there is no doubt that they will do it this event too. Anyways, let's not talk about alternative. Let's also notice other modding guilds as well, like SAO Imperial. They actually went past us in the rankings. They were like catching up to us very quick. So yeah, a lot of modded guilds has made it to top 100. In fact, in top 200 as well. And that's what the PDF is consisted of. And there's a YouTube video of definite proof that a guild is modding. So the information is all out there for the Bandai, and a lot of people have sent the emails from Frontlines, from other SAO servers about it, that these are the guilds that are modding. Here is a PDF as to information what guild are modding, and here is a video as from one of the guys who spied on this modding guild, and everything else. Like, the information is all out there. And we still need Bandai to do a very thorough investigation. With that, of course, they can use that info. Of course, the info is for them. We practically did the work for them in a way. And my expectations is, like, I hope that Bandai takes a very good action this time. Like, they ban all the modded guilds if possible. At least in top 100 spot. If possible. I mean, I know there's going to be that one guild that will get away with modding. For example, the alternative from the last guild ranking and the duelist, they got away with it. I heard, like, because there was this one member that got away with, the ban wave, and there was the alternative guild. So yeah, like, I know that it's not possible to ban every single modders and the modding guilds at once, because we all know there's always going to be that one guy who's going to come out and say, hey, I got away with it, what are you going to do about it, Bandai? You get what I'm saying? Like, there's always going to be that one person. But I do expect them to ban those modders that we have been keeping an eye on, and we have reported them, and we literally have the good evidence and everything against them. So I hope Bandai bans those people that have been marked red on the PDF, which basically means they're modding and cheating accordingly. So yeah, like, just like the last event, last time I was doing the ticket grind for the guild ranking event, I said this very same thing, that not every single modders are gonna get banned. There will be some of them that will get away with it, and then they'll find a way they'll probably, get back into modding once again every time a ranking event drops. So that's my thoughts on the guild ranking events so far. So yeah, I would really like Bandai to, just put a mass ban wave this time. I really like it. I would really be happy, and I think everyone will be happy if the modders are banned, if their points are completely revoked, and they don't get their rewards. Because I heard that in the last guild ranking event, those people who were modding, they got the rewards. I heard about it. I don't know who it was who mentioned. I don't know what server it was that I heard, but I did heard that that actually happened. So, which is why I'm mentioning this as a third point. So, first point is, of course, ban the modders, ban the modding guilds. Second point is revoke their points, and third is make sure that they don't get the rewards. That is what, in my opinion at least, will make fair. Will be more fair about it. Okay. Because if they just ban and revoke the points, and then they don't, and then they give the rewards, that just won't be fair either. Because you're telling me that it's like you it's like you're telling me that they still got away with it because they got the rewards in the end. So which is why I'm saying just completely remove them from the guild leaderboard, the guild ranking leaderboard. That's what I would think. That's just my opinion. I don't know how they'll do it because I wasn't around on the last guild ranking event, so I can't speculate things. But one thing I did knew that the League Zero was completely removed from the leaderboard, and all the members in there got banned. League Zero, I know they were. I mentioned about this in my last video about it, and I said that how they were basically saying, "Hey, we're just 11 people and we're on rank one, and we're definitely not modding." I mean, that's what they would say. But of course, they were modding because it wouldn't make sense to get rank one with just 11 people in it. Heck, even with 2 people on it, it wouldn't make sense. But yeah, they get banned, and of course some guilds got away with it. But this time, I'm hoping not law. I hope that they don't get away with it this time. And if they don't get banned, there's going to be a lot of frustrations from the people. Okay, that's the last thing Bandai wants, and there is a potential where people might drop out of the game. They might stop playing the game just because of that. There is a potential of that if Morris get away with it. And personally, what I'm doing right now about it is I'm going to observe this even more thoroughly. So how I'm going to do it is the guild ranking leaderboards. Okay, I got the screenshots and I made a quick video summary of the guild ranking. There's no voice on it, just me scrolling to the ranks. And basically, I have the picture of that final guild ranking leaderboards as to what guilds are in the rank. And when the ban wave appears, when we all get the rewards, I'm going to then look at the rankings again, and I'll basically compare it to the pictures and the videos that I have. And I think my guild leader is planning to do the same too, along with me. So that's a good thing. So she's going to do the same thing as well. And I'm going to do it as well because I want to see what the hell is going on with the ban wave. And if I see that the guilds that have modded are still on the leaderboard, then I'll be very upset personally because, of course, I made the top 100, so I don't have to be upset about anything. But I'm going to be upset mostly because there were other guilds that put a lot of time and effort into it. They didn't get to top 100 just because of some people who were very desperate for 500 Arcana gems, and they had to mod for it. That's all I have to say about, that's what I think about the modding and all that, all the guild ranking, Only thing we can do is just, like, if you guys haven't sent the email to Bandai, make sure to send that email to them, to make sure that they actually respond rather than they just put a automated reply. If you guys do that, that'll be very cool. I've in fact sent the email as well to Bandai, and I hope they respond quick, and I hope they do something about it. So yeah, there's that. That's all I have to say about it, and that's what I think about gear ranking events. Overall, I enjoyed the gear ranking event. I didn't let the modders ruin my mood to grind the gear ranking event. Honestly, my honest opinion is that I enjoyed it because I get to grind a lot with my guild members. Most of them are my good friends there, and it was really fun. We had lots of funny moments. We had lots of tilting rage moments because the boss was just you know every time she did the big AoE attack, everyone just instantly died. So yeah, like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the guild events. Like this is how I would tell people to enjoy something. Like don't let others get in your way of the enjoyment. You get what I'm saying? Like don't let bunch of modders ruin your enjoyment for the guild event. Like hey, they're gonna get banned. Let them do whatever they want. Okay. Of course, I do not condone modding, but I'm just saying let them do whatever the hell they want. Okay. They're gonna get banned for it eventually after the event ends. Hopefully. You just have to, just keep doing what you think is right. Keep doing what's best for the guild and all, and keep grinding hard, and you'll make the top 100. All right, so that's the kind of mentality I had for this guild ranking event, and it was really fun grinding it. In fact, I was up for like few nights actually. I pulled out like all nighter like 3 times, and I was online all day on SAOIF, just grinding my ass out on it. I know I usually don't swear, but that's just I'm still like a little frustrated about Mortis. That's all. But we made the top 100, so it's not really gonna matter now. The Mortis not gonna matter to us because we made the top 100, and the reason why is that because we grinded hard for this, and we deserve that spot. And I'm pretty sure those of the guilds who haven't made the top 100, who are like few ranks away from hitting the top 100, they would make it if the modding guilds get banned. Hopefully. Alright, so have hope. Don't think that your efforts have gone to waste. Okay, it's just I know it's very unfair, but at the end of the day, nothing is fair in love and war, right? Nothing is fair. At the end of the day, there's gonna be murders and tears everywhere. In fact, this isn't the only game that you will find martyrs. There are so many other mobile games, so many PC games and PSP games, PlayStation games, whatever. So many games in general that you'll find modders. Alright, doing some sort of modding, doing something to play the game with altered data and falsify it. So yeah, SAOIF isn't the only game that you're gonna see modders. Okay, I used to play, for example, Mortal Kombat X on mobile. There, the modders just gone rampant to the point where it's really, really hard to issue a bandwidth because there's just too many of them now. And the developers didn't do anything about it till this got out of hand. And now all the legit players have left. It's just full of modders now. Especially with the talent trees and how modders are, like abusing that talent tree in a way that they found a way to basically make sure that some of the defenses buff, for example, the bone shield and invincibility, it's there for a longer period of time and it's triggered way more often too. Like they modded in that regard. They basically increased the probability of it. I don't know how they did it, but there has been a lot of discussion about it in the MKX community. I know this is supposed to be mainly about SAOIF, your ranking event review, but I want to go all out. I'm going all out with it. So yeah, there was that. So this isn't the only game where you're gonna see more. There's gonna be so many games, unfortunately. You're just gonna have to, just have that mentality of not caring about what others do, just focus on what you and your guild think is the best thing to do. Like, except for modding, okay? Remove the modding, okay? Do not. Oh, and don't even think about conforming them. That's just ridiculous. That was just stupid if you just conform modders. So yeah, there's that. That's all I have to say. And at this point, I can only repeat myself saying that I hope that Bandai bans the modders this time. I hope the ban wave does something, and I hope they don't get away with it this time either. Of course, there's going to be that one guild or that one guy who's going to get away with it. But I really hope everyone who is modding gets banned. That's all. So moving on from this topic, let's now focus back to this. So as you guys can see, I'm grinding this event to get the event currency so I can get more Sanya passive to limit break them. And Yuki's birthday coming up later this month. I'm planning to do a summoning video for her, so that's gonna be fun to do it. It's really gonna be a fun summoning video. Like, I really hope the banners are guaranteed. The birthday banner is guaranteed. Unlike, the Kirito and the Asuna banner that they dropped last year. So I'm really hoping. And what skills do I really want from the Yuki banner? So I have a wish list for that. So I want the Candy Yuki because it will help towards my fire build that I have for swords, especially it being an AoE skill and it's very useful as switch. Then the second skill I would like to have is Aim High Yuki because why not? I like the Aim High Yuki skill because it works well with let's see, what was it? I forgot it. Was it like it does more damage on attack debuff? Was the effect something like that? I think it was something like that. I don't remember. I haven't seen Aim High Yuki for ages, but yeah, because of that. And I heard, but then I don't have enough margin Kirito for that. So then I'm gonna have to open Kirito's birthday banner just to get that skill, but that's okay. I will probably open it later this year for that banner too. So yeah, those two skills, and maybe the Yuki, not Yuki burst skill, not burst skill. Maybe some of the spear skills for Yuki I would like to have. I know there are some spear skills for Yuki. I know there is also that rapier skill that came out, which is basically a Yuki skill. So yeah, I'm thinking to get those skills. Hopefully, I'm hoping that I get at least Candy Yuki and Aim High Yuki, at least two Yuki skills. So I might do two full rotations, and I really hope in those two full rotations I get what I want. If I get, the new featured skill for Aim High Yuki's birthday, then I mean the Yuki's birthday, not Aim High Yuki. For Yuki's birthday, then that's okay too. I'm not gonna. I'll take it. I'll gladly take that. So yeah. So I'm gonna do a summoning video on it. So I don't know how long the summoning's gonna be, depending on, you know, the summoning animations and all that. But yeah. So yeah, guys, stay tuned for that. And as you guys can see, I'm just once again I'm just grinding for the event currency, so I can try to empty out the event shop as soon as possible. I heard this Sanya passive is really really good. Like, it's been highly recommended for everyone to use it. Like, in fact, yesterday Goshen was doing a live stream, and in that live stream he was basically helping people, SAO players, with the account builds, with the current builds and all. And I needed the help with a passive build for bow, and the reason why is because I wasn't really sure what passives to use for bows, and I pretty much knew what skills I had for bows, so I pretty much knew about it. All I wanted to know was the passive, and in there he said it, and he also said a few times that this passive is really good, and in fact he's going to make a video on it, or maybe he's got a video ready to be uploaded. So I'm looking forward to that video later on. And if this video is uploaded before I, complete recording and editing my video, then maybe I will put that link to that video on my description so you guys can watch it too, along with that video where a guy spied on a mod guild to the guild ranking event. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. So that sounds really interesting. So yeah, there's that. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Okay, now what I have to talk about is Rangers of Oblivion. Where's the ROO videos? If you guys are wondering, those videos will come out soon. In fact, I'm going to make a video right after this, and in that video, basically, I'll be doing a couple of grinding. In fact, I'm going to end the video now, and just so I can get on with that video. So yeah, I'm going to make the Rangers of Oblivion video, and in that video, I will do the Abomination set grind, because I haven't done any grinding for days because of the guild ranking event. So finally, you guys will see a gameplay video on it just after this video is done and uploaded. So yeah, that's it for my today's gameplay video for SAOIF, and that's it for for me sharing my thoughts onto the guild ranking events, on the models in general, and of course on the upcoming Yuki banner. So yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching the video. Let me know what you all think about this. If you like the video, feel free to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. This is the Stuart 2K15 Gaming signing out.